The whole time I was editing this video, I kept trying to figure out why my face looked weird. I just felt like my eyes looked really sunken and I looked really tired. And then I realized that I somehow managed to forget my eyeliner. So let's get started. Good morning, Reptilians. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Elle, and this is Elle's Reptiles. This week, we are doing something kind of exciting that I haven't done in a very long time on this channel, and I'm excited that I'm able to do it now. And that is setting up a new tank for the Hognose, who's, you can't see him, he's here. He has been in this tiny little tank for ever since I got him when he was a baby, and he was like a tiny little worm. It is time for an upgrade. This is the King Snake's old tank. Since the King Snake has moved now to a 4-foot tank, this one is open. This isn't his final size tank. It's just one that I have, and it's been open and empty for a while now. So we are going to go ahead and upgrade him and give him quite a bit more space. I think this tank is about double the size of his current one. This week's video is made possible by you guys when you support our Etsy shop. So make sure to stay until the end of the video to find out all about that. Let's get started. The Hognose! As you can see, his tank was very, very small, and it is time for him to upgrade. He's actually going to be going into the King Snake's old tank. The King Snake is now in a 4-foot tank, and this was his old one. There's been nothing in it since, but I will be using a lot of the old enrichment from the King Snake's tank, so we're just going to make sure it is nice and clean by soaking it in warm water with dish detergent, Dawn dish detergent. Obviously, the King Snake is very healthy. He doesn't have any parasite issues or anything like that, but I still like to clean things before I transfer them between tanks just to be on the safe side. The King Snake also likes to musk everything. I don't think the Hognose would appreciate the smell of King Snake musk all over his tank. I don't know, he might, but we're gonna clean it just in case. And then of course the tank itself needs to be cleaned and disinfected, started by just pulling out all of this old substrate and tossing it. And once all of that was out, I disinfected the entire tank with the bearddragon.co eco cleaner and I don't know, coccidia disinfectant. It has a whole bunch of disinfectants in it, but just make sure to clean that out really good. Once it had time to air out and dry out, I started to fill this tank up. For the substrate, we are following Reptiles.com substrate recommendations, as we always do, and we are going to use an organic topsoil. This is the one that I've always used, and children's play sand at about 70% topsoil to 30% play sand. I definitely accidentally put quite a bit more than 30% play sand in this. It's probably closer to 50-50. The consistency still came out pretty nice. And then it's just time to start putting things into the tank, starting with this corner water dish. He is definitely getting a water dish size upgrade. He's getting a lot of very foresty things. I'm aware that Western Hognoses live in the western deserts of the United States, but he likes to hide. He likes cover, and the easiest way to give a reptile cover is by putting in plants. So he's getting a whole bunch of fake plants. He is getting driftwood and vines, but they're all staying relatively low because he does really like to climb, oddly enough, but I don't want him to climb too high because he also likes to tumble down. So we're gonna make sure it stays safe, but make sure that he has those abilities to climb. He's also going to get one of these moist hides that we actually made for leopard geckos, but small snakes will fit in there perfectly fine. You just put water up here, the terracotta absorbs it, and it gets like super humid in here. So he's gonna get one of these as well. In his current tank, he has a small terracotta pot that he often is in, and my assumption is he uses it as moist hide because I wet it when he's shedding. So yeah, he's gonna get one of these. And then we're just adding so many more fake plants and a couple of rocks that I found in the corn snake's old tank. Again, the corn snake is super healthy. Everything is perfect with him, but I did go ahead and soak those rocks and the couple other things that I found in the Dawn dish soap and water mixture and scrubbed them off really good, just to be on the safe side. At this point, I'm just pulling things from his current tank into his new tank. So that really cool driftwood plant all-in-one rock thing. I got that from a reptile show a few years ago. Absolutely love that thing. And his rock, his favorite rock hide. Loves this hide, and it was very difficult to get it to fit in here because I actually forgot about it. This was actually the cave gecko's old hide, and the Hognose has been using it ever since. I was kind of iffy about putting it right in the front like that. I didn't know if he was going to use it, but he has been using it nonstop. So clearly he doesn't mind, and I get to see him even when he's hiding. And then I'm just adding the treated water to both his water bowl and to the top of that humid hide. It's not Fiji water, it's just sink water that ReptiSafe has been put into. I just reuse this big bottle because it's nice. The water on top of the humid hide is what will actually absorb into the terracotta pot to make that hide humid on the inside. At number 2 on the heat pad, that is a probe. So the heat pad's on the back wall, just to provide a little extra heat in that back corner to that substrate, but the heat pad is on a thermostat. And that's the thermostat that is connecting it. Very dusty in this back dirty corner, but that's the thermostat that's controlling the heat pad. You can see that the bottom number 97, that's that heat pad. I forgot to plug it up until right now, so it was about 100 and it is quickly falling now that it's connected to the thermostat. Don't actually know where he is, but this, there we go. Hygrometer. Hides and hides and hides. So many hides. So many places to hide. And now we're gonna put him in. And then it was just time to put Osiris into his new tank, which here is done by Den, because he was trying to show me that we have tamed Osiris down to a point where he can be picked up with our bare hands. If you follow me on Instagram, you see that we've kind of been working with him for a little while because he was pretty grumpy, and we always started by taking him out with a glove and then transferring him to our hands, and now he is okay being picked up with bare hands, so that's always nice. But he did thoroughly enjoy this tank. So much room now. Look how much room you have, sir. His humidity's a little high, but the lights just came on. It's first thing in the morning right now. And afterward, I did replace that coil UVB with linear UVB, so he now has a very small heat bulb and a linear UVB light. This is a T8 because this is a very old, outdated fixture, but eventually when they stop selling this size light bulbs, I will go down to a T5. And that is it. That is all that I have for this video. Obviously, I'm recording this before the tank is finished because this is still behind me. I hope you enjoyed watching the Hognose get a new tank. As at the beginning, this video is sponsored by our Etsy shop, which is supported by you guys. You saw a couple different things that we offer in the shop in this setup video because we use the things that we sell because we make them with the animals in mind. So if you want to further support our channel, you can do that by supporting yourself by checking out ellsreptiles.etsy.com. Thank you so much to all of the people that have already purchased things from us. You are amazing. Thank you. If you haven't already, please feel free to follow me on socials, like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications every single time I put out a video, which is every Sunday and some Wednesdays. This week's Instagram shout out is here, and this week's Instagram shout out is here. Thank you so much for liking, following, subscribing, and commenting, and sharing, and all that jazz. You are the bee's knees. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye. Test, test. Volume. Okay, it works this time. If you haven't already, please feel free to follow me on my other socials. Follow me on my other socials. I think. I sit down. Yeah, I think. Okay.